Alright, welcome back to the Three Kingdoms, a Heroes and Hardships campaign. I think this is like episode 8 or something. And we're getting close to the end. Tonight I have with me Slip as Zhang Daiyu, Ghost as Chen Feng, and Sim as Manu. And let me read a handout. In search of the last ally, Chen Feng was loyal to the Han, or so it seemed. He would not turn away from the Alchemist when the Alchemist asked him to join the side of rebellion once more, and later suffered grievous wounds attempting to protect his friends. So back to the Alchemist he was carried. His pulse was weak and the blood flowed from his wounds. The rest had no time to wait. There was much to be done, but in the meantime truths were learned that pointed directly to the old man as the source of many problems. It seemed Chen Feng was to be saved, and the alchemist dealt with. Zhang Daiyu and Manu scouted ahead, watching and waiting before they made their move. The rest of your compatriots are off scouting the town. And then switching perspective over to Chen Feng. The last few days have been a blur of poppy and pain. He has slept most of the time and was only now up to his feet. He was surprised to be carried on a litter by friends of the alchemist. He barely remembered leaving the cave and being escorted. Where was he going? He couldn't remember or wasn't told why. He had the same doubts and questions. His body had begun to mend, but his mind was still foggy and unsure. Let's see. Roads. Oh, wrong roads. Alright, where'd that music go? Chen Feng, you are being carried on a litter. The last few days, as I mentioned, has been rough, to say the least. Your injuries from your wounds that you acquired fighting near the mouth of the alchemist's cave had reduced you some. And you are just starting to mend, but you're not sure why you are being currently escorted along the road on a litter. And I'll let you go ahead and roleplay kind of what you're thinking.
Yeah, Chen Feng is looking around, the rising or dying sun. He's not sure. He kind of looks left to right. Why am I not in the cave? Where? He just kind of leans up and falls back down, back on the litter. Where are we going?
One of the men looks down to you. You're unsure of his name or even if you've met him before. Ah, Chen Feng, the master is sending you to a great place. One of great honor for more healing, yes.
Is he lying?
Go ahead and give me a read person. I'll say difficulty 14. He seems to be telling the truth to you.
Oh, I see. My wounds were quite severe. He leans back, and that works for him.
Yeah. Yes, worry not. He is sending you to another friend even more capable of healing than him. Your purpose will be clear once we reach this place. Don't worry, friend. We have all visited here for healing from time to time, both mental and physical.
I am certain that he knows best.
He smiles and kind of puts a hand on your shoulder, perhaps a bit more roughly than you would like in this certain circumstance. Meanwhile, Manu and Daiyu, you are scouting the road, and you see at first a group of about a half a dozen men. Two of them hauling a litter with someone on it. As they get closer, you see the man in the litter sit up a bit and ask a couple questions or talk to someone. You're not sure what they're saying, but and you are fairly sure it's Chen Feng.
Do we recognize the these as Liang rebels by dress or anything else?
They're definitely
I don't think Daiyu would, to be
yeah.
honest, unless they look the same. She just remembers them from before.
No, I mean they're dressed far more shoddy than a soldier would be, but I don't think Daiyu would necessarily know. Manu probably might. I think it's reasonable.
Daiyu kind of grabs Manu and, see, imagining that there's like an incline like there, kind of pulls him down so that they're kind of just watching the road with their heads poked up through the tall grass. That is Chen Feng. Who are those men with him? And where are they taking him?
They are soldiers. Maybe rebels. I don't know where they are taking him, but...
I do not trust their motivations. We know that the Alchemist is at the heart of many of these problems. Perhaps we can follow them. So long as they are not harming Chen Feng, we might learn something from where they go.
That's probably a great idea. It's either that or we try to fight them here. I think seeing where they go might lead us to the Alchemist.
We can fight them anywhere. I have no doubt in our skill together, but I'm not sure that that would tell us what we want to know.
So let's let them pass. We'll follow them.
And if they see us, then we kill them.
Yes, that'll be fine. Either way, I think it ends with them fighting us. But, like you said, we want to know more.
She nods and kind of looks him over and kind of pushes his head down a little bit further into the grass. You have a very tall head.
Yes, I've been told I'm very tall. He'll smile. And I'm not very sneaky.
She'll pick up some grass and kind of put it on top of his shiny helmet. And it all just kind of slides off, but she shakes her head and shrugs.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth roll. Sim, you take a hardship because of your big quality. It's under agility. It's not terrible, but still a failure.
Did mine pop up? No?
I saw the menu, but I didn't see the roll.
And I did it. There we go.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't matter.
That should have exploded though. Oh, it's the new sheet. Crap. I'll have to fix that. Go ahead. It doesn't matter for now, but anyway. Yeah, so you are trying to wait for them to pass, but one of the men kind of fans out and does catch the acorn helmet kind of popping up over the grasses. You there! Who is that? State your business. He doesn't seem to notice Daiyu, but he grabs a bow and his bow off his back and walks towards you, Manu.
To clarify, because I don't recall, was Manu with us when we were at the cave?
No,
I don't know.
he wasn't. That was
Rogue, I
Rose
think.
character, Fei
Mhm.
Jiang. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fei Jiang, Feng Day, you and me.
Daiyu kind of falls back into the grass even deeper and just kind of nudges Manu with her foot, but she stays perfectly still.
Man, I have a feeling that him, he's the one spotted. Will stand up. And he kind of rub his eyes a little bit and look at the rebels heading towards him. No be alarmed. I am just a traveler trying to hide and get some sleep.
Why are you trying to hide?
Would you sleep in the middle of a road during all this turmoil?
He frowns a bit. Suppose not. We've heard of some strange people on the roads. Who do you side with? The Han or the people?
I side with no one right now. I side with the side that pays me coin, and no one is paying me any coin.
Mercenary, then. Go ahead and give me a deception roll.
Would Outcast work in my favor here?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm trying that.
Ooh,
Yeah, it didn't
nicely
explode either. I'm
done.
trying to fix these as we go, but I fixed Daiyu's. Yeah, he simply says, yes, well, we could pay you coin. Help us on the road so that we do not run any Han. If we run into the Han, you are to kill them immediately.
And he kind of brushed himself off some of the grass and.
If you are done with your nap.
But it seems that I am. And he kind of smile. I'll gladly accompany you. I was heading that way anyways. I don't know where the road leads, but 2 more coin, I would hope. And he kind of start walking towards the road.
He nods. Good, this man is ill. Take his litter. Help us bear him. You are big and strong.
And you kind of stop. What is he ill with? Is it contagious?
Nah. He is ill with... And he frowns and finally says, loyalty to the Han.
Well, I don't think that's contagious. And you kind of smile and walk over and grab the litter from somebody.
One of them smiles and kind of smacks you on the shoulder, looking up at you. Don't worry, we will cure him of his ill-gotten loyalties just the same.
Well, I guess it's not my business as long as the coin is coming from you. I guess would try not to catch the Han loyalty.
And Chen Feng, you hear some of this. If you're able to assess kind of what they're talking about, they obviously don't think that you're awake, but I would say you've heard it if you would like to.
Yeah, he does nothing for now, but that definitely gives him concern. He's looking now to see if there's weaponry that is like hanging off of them or anything like that.
You're well, they do have swords and bows, but your spear is kind of on your litter next to you. So you have your weapon with you at the very least.
He's probably making plans, maybe the next place they stop for camp or something like that. Like, he's not really sure, but he's going to be looking for opportunities now, because that sounds very like brainwash, trying to indoctrinate or something like that. He doesn't like the sound of that.
Mm-hmm.
Chen Feng and Manu know each other, right?
No, we do not.
No, I thought that we met at the governor's house.
I think that I think I only ever played with I think Chen was only ever with Zhang Daiyu, Peng Day, and Fei Jian, and then
Okay.
also
Okay.
I don't remember his character.
Just clarifying. I think you're right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
I-
perfect. Daiyu, what are you doing as they don't hang around on the road very long, Manu. They expect you to carry this man because they're probably sick of doing it.
Yeah. The man would, of course, lift the litter up and put most of the weight because he's lifting it up higher on whoever the other guy's carrying it.
Daiyu just listens for the sounds of them walking away. She's not going to get back on the road. You know, this is just kind of an abstract representation of what this area is like. But for instance, if this was what the area looked like, she'd try to kind of walk in this gully
Sure.
at a distance where she can kind of barely see their backs, and just trail them.
Easily done. Give me 1 second, then I'll switch the scene. They
Probably can't go too fast with the litter.
Yeah, they're not moving particularly fast at all. Eventually, it does start to get dark. They don't seem to see you, Daiyu, at all. Manu, they exchange pleasantries with you, but nothing too serious at the moment. Let me swing this over. Ye old camp. It's nighttime now. The sun has long passed, and they've set up camp. Chen Feng, you're feeling better. Your mind is less clouded. One of the men bring over a flask for you. Drink this by the order of the Alchemist. He says it is for your wounds.
Yeah. Chen, you said it's a flask?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, he'll try to do the old thing where you throw it back but you don't actually drink any of it.
Yeah, sure. He seems satisfied by that. He's not paying too much attention of it. Just smiles and drink it all, he says, and just nods to you and kind of walks over to the fire and does something else. And
he's looking,
yeah, go ahead.
he's looking around and then he's taking stock. How close is my spear? How close is the shield?
Yeah, it's all right next to you.
Is the other rebel guard doing anything?
He's over here helping with the campfire. They're messing with that. There's 6 of them total, right? Daiyu, you're kind of watching from the periphery, looking at the camp. You see basically nothing of super import from this distance, at least. Manu, you are close enough to Chen Feng to talk to him if you wanted. Not sure if they would hear you or not. Probably not.
Now Manu would know who knew Chen Feng and common people.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
All right.
They talked about him as who he was, how they knew him.
All right. So Manu would just be sitting there drinking from his flask, and he kind of look over and assess Chen Feng to see if he's because he's seen him drink the flask, so he's assuming he's awake. So you're Chen Feng?
I am. How do you know my name?
I've been seeking you out. We were going to rescue you, but as of right now, we're trying to see where they're taking you. He'll take another drink.
Ah, you're with the others.
You kind of smile and nod. We are not alone either.
I see. Well then, should I continue to play along? I was going to make my escape, but
Yes. Continue to play along. Rest. Regain more strength. We'll make a move when we get there.
very well. I will do what I must.
Good. Yeah, I'll take another drink. How are you feeling? Are you feeling well enough to fight yet? Or just barely?
I believe that I am. I feel well. Some of that rest on the road was a bit of falsehood, but I needed to sell that I was not in the best of shape, in case I had to fight my way out.
Drinks from his flask and nod his head. Good, good. We're definitely going to need you. I'm assuming that there's going to be more of them wherever we go.
I do not know where they're taking me. They simply said another healer, but I don't know. I think that is a falsehood after what I heard earlier.
We'll make sure that everything is stopped before anything happens, whatever it is.
I will take you at your word. If we have common friends, then I believe that you are a trustworthy sort.
Aye. That I hope you will do. We'll make sure that you get out of here alive.
He nods.
While you guys are discussing one of the guards heads in your direction, Daiyu. He's kind of swaying back and forth. You suspect he's drunk. He looks like he's coming over to this tree, or the tree's near you, to make water. He's singing a song, some sort of local Liang province ballad. His voice sounds terrible to you, and he's coming straight for you. So, what would you like to do? Slip, you there?
Sorry, I forgot I had pressed my mute button.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, she draws her sword and puts her back against the tree that's between her and him, and kind of holds her breath and waits to see if he notices her.
Go ahead and make me a stealth roll. 14. Yeah.
He's pretty stealthy.
Yeah, he's like right next to you, pretty much, and he starts taking a leak. After a few moments, he turns around and waddles back towards the camp, singing, and plops down by the fire. They all look at Chen Feng. You're awake still. Did you drink all your medicine?
I'm starting to feel a bit more faint. I think I will retire for the evening. He's like trying to play that off a bit.
Yeah, they don't seem to really care much as you kind of, seem a bit tired, and they kind of chuckle. They look over to Manu. Soon he will be one of our army against the Han. Those that would take coin to destroy the Han, yes, they are our friends, but some need more convincing.
Well, luckily I have no ties to the Han.
You are a foreigner. This much is obvious. Has the Han taken your people too, as they did ours? Taken our lands, killed our children.
They have tried, but my people are proud people, good fighters. However, not everybody comes back. Some of them end up like me, stuck in some land that they do not belong in.
Well, when you meet the Alchemist and the Guardian, you may find a way home. After you help us destroy the Han, of course.
Home to me is wherever the coin is.
Ah, then the Guardian will give you a coin that you could only imagine.
Then I would be proud to call that place my home.
He smiles. They just, for the rest of the night, pretty much one person walks the camp and the others sleep. I don't know if you have anything you want to do during that time. Let me know. If not, we'll move forward. Okay.
I'm good.
Let's see. Back to the road. The next day you're on the road again for several hours. You don't see many people, passerbys. There's some that you come across and they give you a very wide berth and just travel with their heads down without making eye contact. However, Daiyu, can you give me a perception check?
Sure, that's mental.
It is senses, yes.
Is that good enough?
That is good enough, yes. You see coming from... you just have a different perspective than the road from behind them. You see that coming up on their rear is a force of men. And you are unsure exactly who they are. I would like you to give me a read person with a hardship because of cultural naivete
Yeah.
to see if you recognize who these people are. Or I would let you do a lore, but yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some armed people are coming towards
What
the
she
others.
does is she looks, do these people look same as these people? Like, she wouldn't have any idea who they are, but she...
More or less.
They have arms and legs. Well, she kind of thinks to herself for a second, is this the time to attack? Because it's if they join forces, then they might, be more foes they'd have to take on later. Okay, so how many people are approaching? Did you say?
It'll be... Hold on. Technically, it's almost the exact same amount. Some like a half a dozen-ish.
Okay.
They're coming quick, though. They're like running.
I think that she is going to... shoot.
And I would say you would recognize the one dude, the Chen Yi. You recognize him from when you fought the werewolf.
I think what she's gonna do is lean down, pick up a rock, and she's gonna throw it and try to hit Manu in the back with it.
Good. Give me a throwing roll. I'd say if you beat his base defense, you hit him.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, just target him. Target him with medium range. There you go. Throwing medium range.
Oh man. Oh wait, that's a hit, isn't it?
That is a hit, yes.
Because it's ranged.
Yeah, you have a where's that -4 from, I wonder? -4. Must be his base defense.
Do I have an injury that hasn't been marked off?
Let's see. I don't think so. I thought it's... No. It's his base defense might be 4. Yeah, it's 4. Yeah, you hit him right wherever you want to hit him, right?
Just kind of right between the shoulder blades where it's going to be irritating, but it's not going to hurt. But he'll feel it.
Yeah, that's what happens.
The Manu feeling something in his back, kind of stopping, turn around to look. Does he see anything? Is he looking for?
He turns around, or you turn around, and you would see you see the dust kick up in the distance. Kind of somebody is behind you, getting closer.
Manu would get company. And he turns around and kind of puts one hand on the letter and points back at the dust.
Yeah, the rebels immediately, oh, it's the Hun! It must be! Come, help us, giant! And they kind of sit Chen Feng down roughly and begin running the opposite direction towards the soldiers behind them.
And Manu wouldn't let him sit him down too rough. He kind of just puts him down and puts him over in the grass area next to the berm there, and starts heading towards the same direction, I guess, towards the auxiliary soldiers there.
What are you going
At
to
this
do,
point,
Daiyu? Yeah.
I think she's going to wait for Manu to pass, and she's probably gonna get up. She's probably at this point planning on killing the rebels. Is Chen on the ground anywhere? I guess she.
Yeah, I put him close to the grass.
Okay, so I don't know. I guess it depends on if he heads that direction or what. Because I pictured him being in front.
Chen's probably grabbing his things and about to attack the rebels from behind as well.
Yeah.
Stick to the grass.
I think when Chen goes past, Daiyu just kind of pops out with her sword, and she gives him a nod, runs alongside him.
So as long as I remember correctly, we're fighting both the Han and the rebels now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, but let's let one of them think we're allies first.
yeah, no, exactly. So Manu, of course, would already be heading towards the Pharrephae.
Yeah, the Han and the rebels begin to engage each other, and you guys can come up pretty much right behind them and kill them all. There's no reason for combat if you just tell me how it looks as you dispatch the rebels.
Is there any way we can capture a rebel?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
That's, I think, what the goal would be.
So I guess Mano being the closest would, utterly knock one unconscious from behind.
Just take the hilt of your sword on the back of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daiyu throws a few of her knives, giving a nod to the Han soldiers, but then when they're close enough, begins to slaughter them as well.
The rebels are killed pretty quickly. The Han auxiliary soldiers and their captains stand in front of you, kind of a face-off. He looks you over, and I'm gonna see if he. So who was at that battle with the werewolf?
Manu.
Manu and Daiyu, right? Go ahead and give me a status roll. Yeah, he looks at, but I remember the both of you.
Ah, yes, you're the coward that ran away from battle with the beast.
And you are alive, so I'm guessing that you are in league with it.
It is dead. If you would have stuck around and fought it, maybe you would have noticed.
He looks to Chen Feng, and who is this? Waves his sword towards you.
Yeah. Chen Feng, he looks to... It's probably Chen Yi talking. I am Chen Feng, sort of local magistrate. I was a captive of these rebels.
We have spoken to Zheng Wei. Is that who you serve? We are from the capital.
Yes, that is my master.
Well, he did not mention you, Chen Feng. You are a captive of the rebels, so you must be, well, at the very least, someone that potentially we can trust. And he grimaces as he looks at the other two. What are you doing here? The other two of you.
Funny story. We came for Chen Feng. You being here might be a bonus to that.
He looks a bit... what's the word? Nervous about that, maybe? Just knowing that if you survived... well... I will let you go. It is not my mandate to kill you just yet. Although you did attack my men and kill them. But he still looks a bit unsure about what he wants to do.
We have no need for any further conflict. He looks to Manu and Zhang Daiyu. Again, probably not understanding all the whole
Daiyu
fighting
doesn't
the Han.
understand all of it either. She's just been told
Yeah.
that the Hans are bad guys too now.
He just kind of looks to Chen. You've done your part and dealt with the rebels. Leave us to our business, and we go our separate ways.
Very well. I will tell the magistrate that you are with these ones, and he will decide your fate. I have a mandate to kill rebels right now, and I do not believe you are that at the very least, but perhaps a different problem.
Well, when you're ready, feel free to come find me.
Psst. Foreigner dog. Perhaps we should settle this now, just you and I with our blades, a personal matter.
Manu will smile. Are you calling me out of my honor?
What honor can a dog like you have?
What is honor? Everyone keeps speaking of it.
Manu is very interested in this conversation that they're having. He's quickly debating this in his head if he should be going forward to help settle the matter. Well, in that case, he kind of smile and he kind of do a slight start getting ready to walk there. How do I know that you men won't jump in when I start to beaching you like a...
Oh, did we kill all their men though?
Yeah, well, all the men that were there, no, you haven't killed any of the Han men.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, earlier with the, werewolf, definitely they were all killed, but he's got some new men, it appears. He looks to you and says, how do I know you won't do the same? You are unhonorable, clearly, from foreign lands. Pah!
Manu will smile. Then he'll take his sword and draw a line and back up. Feel free to come forward.
Give me an intimidation roll.
Oh, he's not trying to...
Yeah, I know, but you just are, right? I mean...
Yeah. This is gonna... How
Now, I
want
think
to do it.
I think you have a -3 on this roll because you're hurt. You still have untreated wounds.
Never healed. Wait a minute, didn't you say healed?
Yeah. Okay.
He's like a big old teddy bear.
Yeah, he's not
Per usual.
scared by that. Yeah, hold on.
He just wants to see, he's not going out to engage him. He's invited him to engage him. Like, throw the first punch deal.
Yeah. He thinks about it for a moment, and you notice that he has some bandages on him as well from the whole ordeal not days ago. And he just shakes his head. When we are both whole, you appear to be wounded. That would not be fair for you, and it would take some of the honor out of it for me. Meet me in Daiyu 1 week from now, and we will settle this, foreign dog.
If you say so. Then I'll go over and kick the line he made with the...
He waves to his men and looks at Daiyu and just like shakes his head at this woman with a sword. And they will march off down the road unless you guys have something to say to them.
No, Randa's not going to say nothing, but he's just going to keep staring at him as they go.
Yeah, Fang's got nothing. That's violence avoided for now.
Yeah, they leave you be.
What a silly man. Let us try to rouse this rebel. You did not kill him, did you?
Who is she talking to?
Manu, there's...
Oh. I didn't kill anybody that I know of. He just ran from a battle.
No, I'm talking about the rebels that we fought.
Oh, no. Yeah, he'll look over. This one is still alive. He'll nudge him with his foot. He may be asleep for a little while, though.
Yeah, oh, my head. Looks up at you. What happened? We won.
Hit Manu will step on him.
Oh!
Stay down.
Oh, of course. A traitorous foreigner dog.
I have received no coin yet.
We were to give you the coin when we arrived. We have no coin on us.
Well, that's a shame then. Look at Daiyu and Chen Feng.
You need to tell us where you were going. What is this guardian? What were you going to do with Chen Feng?
He looks to Chen Feng and then you, and he does not say anything.
If you say nothing, then you are as much use as a log on the road.
His eyebrows raise.
Merely an obstacle to be moved with some annoyance.
Chen Feng, what are you doing at this point?
Yeah, he looks to the rebel. You should just do as she asks and tell us where you were trying to take me. I overheard your conversation with Manu.
You did not drink, then, your medicine.
No, I had a feeling that it was something meant to placate me. You were being rather pushy about having me drink it.
Yeah, he just gives a kind of a sigh. Daiyu, we'll do a group skill checks. The way this works is the person who's best suited to make the roll makes the roll, and then you get as many benefits as people involved. So I would say that all three of you are intimidating him. So go ahead and make a intimidation roll. You have 1 rank in it, with 2 benefits for the other people that are helping you.
Is that... Yeah, that's it. Not great.
Yeah, you'll be rolling 6, keep 3.
No, it popped up. That's intimidation.
Oh yeah, I got it. There it is. Yeah, that's a success. 21. That's a hard success. This is
Okay, cool.
PL1, remember? So yeah, he just fine. Just don't kill me. I'm only a soldier for the Liang against the Han. I do what the Alchemist says, as we all do. You see, for those that perhaps still have leanings toward the Han, there's a place we take them. And the Guardian makes them drink the waters, and they will never revolt against us again.
What does that mean?
They are
What do the
loyal.
waters do?
They make a man loyal to the Alchemist and his cause.
Did you drink these waters?
Of course. And I am loyal. Forever.
How
He
far up, he'll
looks
ask,
sad.
how far up the road is it? How do we get there?
It is difficult if you do not know the way. I have the map. And he reaches and there's a parchment he pulls from underneath his, I don't know, not germ, I don't know what you would call belt, from underneath his belt. And it's rolled up and kind of tied with a piece of cloth, and he kind of waves it.
Manu would grab it and pass it back to Chen Feng, so he doesn't have to take his eyes off the rebel.
Chen Feng will look at it.
Yeah, it kind of shows this road moving forward, and then there's it shows like a dashed line going off the road and into the hills, and then it has approximations. It says 30 feet past this stone, that kind of stuff. Not exact, but probably if you knew where you're going, it would be good enough.
Yeah, he looks at it and he kind of scratches his head. I may be able to take us there.
Manu would nod. So what about
And-
this?
Sorry, go ahead.
Manu would just look at the rebel. What about this one?
Can Daiyu make a lore check, like, for spiritual type things on what these waters might be?
Yes.
Do they...
Yes, you could.
familiar?
Yes, I think you definitely could.
I actually raised my knowledge for this stuff. And rolled
Oh
fantastically.
my gosh.
That's a terrible roll.
Yeah, you're not sure. That's a really bad roll.
I do not know if there is a cure for what these waters have done to him.
You said you would leave me alive. You promised me.
We did, but we cannot have you following us. Can we?
I won't follow you. I'll go back to the Alchemist.
How far away was that? That was like at least a day and a half, right?
Yeah, quite. Yes, pretty far.
I mean, the real question is he telling the truth?
Right.
you
Daiyu
can give a read
thinks he's
person.
telling the truth.
Yeah, you guys can give a read person if you want.
Probably gonna be a hope that Manu passes it. My last one wasn't so great.
Oh, good luck on that one. Mano's thinking he has ways to make sure.
Almost. Not quite. Yeah, seems like he's telling the truth.
Manu was thinking, he was already thinking that he's out of the other way. If he follow us, he won't be able to move faster than us, and if he heads towards the Alchemist, then he should be fine. And he'll go over to his ankle and give it a good few stomps.
Yeah, he screams out. What did you... My ankle, it's how... It could be broken,
And he'll do it one more for good measure.
he screams out.
Be lucky I ain't cutting it today off. We promised you life. I have nothing to preserve it if I remove your limbs. Now you must hobble.
Chen Feng, why are you betraying the Alchemist? He's healed you. What has the Han ever done for you but put you into servitude? Oh.
They offered me redemption. That is what they gave me. I led a terrible life.
Oh, imagine the life of splendor and glory you could have with us fighting them.
You will all be dead soon. Because the spirits are coming over.
No,
She shakes her head.
we will not be
You are
dead
fools.
because the Alchemist controls the spirits.
Shh. Perhaps they let him think that for now.
Just
But arguing with you is pointless. You have given away your will. The Han are not good, but they never sought to take away your will, Chen Feng. Let us leave this man.
Yes. I will try to get us there. And he will bring out the map and start following the road.
Yeah, with the map, I would say that's like a level 2 gear. So if you want to give me a survival roll, I think that's probably applicable. If you could, if you have anything else you would like to use, such as like lore or I guess even perception, I would be okay with it. But you tell me. And then whatever you're going to use, you're going to get 2 benefits from it.
Survival's good.
Okay.
Survival's pretty good. Well, it's a benefit of 1, so I mean it's a non-zero. So it'd be 6k3, right?
Well, just whenever it asks for your benefits, just put 2 in there. I'm not sure what you're rolling, so.
Right now it's 4-3, so it'd be 6-3. Yeah, let's put 2 benefits.
Okay.
Survival.
Yeah, so 6 keep 3.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're able to find this place. Let me, you head through, you head down the road and then off the beaten path. It says 30 paces past this rock, take a left. You do. It says 40 paces past this certain tree, take a right. You do. And there's these directions that are written like that. You never get turned around. You never get confused. You're able to easily find what you assume is what this place is. Let me do. Eventually, you begin to climb. It says, scale 20 feet above as you get to this one part in the map. And you do climb and you come up above a cliff, a small one. And then there is a pagoda standing in front of you. What you do notice about this pagoda is that you hear almost like a brookling or a babbling brook, just kind of this faint noise of water. You see there's a pool before it, which is not unusual for temples and stuff such as this, but the water is this odd yellowish orangish color.
Remember, do not drink the water.
That does not even look like water.
Yeah, it seems very thick.
Does it look like it's coming down from a mountain?
No, it doesn't look like it's coming down from the mountain. You're not sure where it is actually coming from, but it is. There's like a fountain and things like that, and it's like dripping from the mouth of this kind of dragon statue. Chen Feng, you could give like with your survival. You've been to this area before, and this is like one of those things like you don't recognize where this temple is or why it's here. You don't remember it ever being here.
Yeah, and he'll look to Daiyu because they experienced that together. And says, "Do you recall the spider spirit?"
Yes, I remember.
This is like that time. I remember that path didn't make sense. It didn't make sense with what I knew of the land. This is like that. This shouldn't be here. This should just be hills.
Does she recognize it from Wudon? Or are we including that in the previous lore
You
roll?
can go ahead and give me another one.
Let's see how badly she can get bombed this time. Oh, finally.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll whisper it. We can wait until Sim gets back. I'm gonna grab some more water. Just a second. He's back.
Yeah, sorry about that. I wasn't sure what she was barking at.
No, you're fine.
Could have been a possum. So she figure out with that lower roll what it was.
Yeah, I whispered it to her.
Then does it look like it's leading from the temple, or? I thought I was asked to.
Yeah, no, you can't tell that.
Okay.
The question I just asked you, it basically, is this normal? That seems like something that a guardian wouldn't usually do.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, that's what he does. But you also know.
I mean-
you also know. Hold on.
Yeah, Daiyu looks around, and it's like a light bulb goes off in her head. She has obvious recognition. Um, she says, yes, I should have known when he said guardian. This is the temple of the guardian. The guardian, he is part dragon spirit, half man. The guardian, he tends to all the spirit bridges and makes sure they are not opened or closed without his permission. They do sometimes enlist the aid of mortals to help them do this. Sometimes the mortals are willing and sometimes they are not. I suppose these waters make them willing. Perhaps we can speak to the guardian and convince him to close the bridge.
But if what the rebels said was true, then perhaps the Guardian wishes the bridge to be open.
She nods uncertainly and says, yes, the bridge would not be open if he did not will it so, but he may have been convinced by some other spirit. Perhaps he has been deceived. Perhaps he has been coerced or... It is hard to say what would convince him. To leave it open is a radical action. It happens, but I think we should seek his reason.
Perhaps it has something to do with the Han.
Perhaps someone has... I don't know. It is hard enough to try to know the mind of a man, but the mind of a dragon is... She shrugs.
If
Go ahead.
if the Guardian is not willing or not able to listen to reason, then what are our options? I did not favor my chances fighting the spider, though I did it all the same. But what chance would we have against, what did you say, a dragon?
A half-dragon. Daiyu... She looks, conflicted. I was sent here to seek out Pangde. But I think it is all connected, and my purpose lies also in closing the bridge. I do not know. Usually my path is more straightforward. I suppose I would do what felt right at the time. But you are right, it would not be easy. Perhaps we would need to come back with more force. For now, perhaps we should use words.
Yes, well, using words is the only way we will know.
Yeah, there's a set of stairs that leads into the pagoda, but it doesn't. You see how this kind of goes up. There is that, but there's also a set of stairs that heads kind of down and forward. It's like just barely below ground level. And becomes almost like a bridge.
Does it becomes like a bridge underneath the pagoda?
Mm-hmm.
Daiyu's gonna start walking toward it. She's gonna look kind of down there, see if she senses, sees, or some shift in like, is this a bridge between worlds? Does she's passed through them before? Is there some kind of energy that she's kind of feeling coming off of any of it?
No, not specifically. It's no different than any other place that has been in the mortal realm that shouldn't be.
I guess she's just looking around then, seeing if she can spot the guardian anywhere or signs of his passage.
Yeah, as you walk in, you see more of these pools of this liquid bubbling. And you come into this huge ornate room, which appears too big to be in the pagoda's lower level. Let me switch you over here. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. There's this, where this carpet is, imagine that this is actually pools of this liquid, kind of bubbling and connecting to a circular pool at the end in front of the stairs. You see that there's these various men, kind of, they have these big, like, staves in the water, and they're kind of pushing it around, twirling it, moving the water about, as if they're stirring it. At the top of the dais there in the back, you see a figure seated on a simple wooden stool. You see it has the head of a dragon-type creature with scales, red features, golden eyes, white hair tied up into a top knot, wearing armor. Its eyes flicker with light as you enter. It says nothing. The men don't react to you.
Daiyu makes a gesture of respect, whatever that she thinks that looks like, for in the spirit world. And does she know the name of this guardian?
They're usually just called dragon men.
Okay. Dragon man, guardian, I am Xiang Daiyu, daughter of Feng Bo. I come here to ask why you leave the spirit bridge open.
It looks over towards you without getting up. You see that it has on basically a weapon stand next to it are 2 blades. It just says, "Because I have been asked to do so. It is my writ to keep the bridge open for now, as the spirits see fit."
What spirit has asked this?
This is not yours to know, Zhang Daiyu.
I must know. To follow my father's will, I must know if it is his will. Does Feng Bo want this bridge open?
He looks at you, and if it could smile, it would. Its mouth kind of opens a bit, and you see this flame kind of roiling in the back of its throat. Ha! You are wiser than I had thought. Yes, your father is the one who has commissioned me to keep this open.
She looks like just shocked. That makes no sense. Why would he send me here to... It makes no sense.
But makes no sense. You have crossed the bridge over into this land. Have you not? I watched you do it. You were the first of our spirits to come.
I was sent with a purpose. Not to destroy this world, not to possess the bodies. I did not know that. I don't understand. What does he want?
It is not my position to ask such ones as your father what they desire, only to carry out their will.
She bites her lip. I cannot let this continue to happen. It is wrong. The spirit world and this world were not meant to be joined so.
He just sits there and looks at you. We must keep it open. It is our duty.
Duty, yes. I know of duty. And she kind of looks down, obviously struggling internally. When does duty to what you know is right overcome duty to those that have birthed you? And she says this out loud, not really to anyone in particular.
Yeah, what are the other two of you doing as you see this dragon man in the distance?
And a man who is watching and minding his own business.
Chen looks uncomfortable with the course that the conversation is taking, because the more that these two are talking, the more it sounds like something is going to be inevitable, and he does not relish the prospect. But he is starting to gear himself up, trying to size up what their odds are, knowing they don't look great. He has the spear in hand, and he has the shield up. He's still looking to Zhang Daiyu, hoping for a miracle at this point.
The Guardian listens to what you say and lets you talk through it to yourself, and then says, if you defeat the Guardian here and leave the bridge open, if you bring it down, what then? You will become one with this place, and you will lose Wudang forever.
And Daiyu recoils and thinks about the fruit of the purple lotus that she would eat growing up, that tastes just so sweet in an unearthly way. You know, one bite would sustain you in spirit and in body for months at a time. And she thinks of all the beautiful places and that you can't even put into words on Wudan. But then she thinks of all the horrors she's seen since this bridge has been opened, that spider creature and the slaughter of that village. She winces and she says, yes, I would be cut off from that beautiful place, but I am but one person. The fate of so many depends on it. And she draws her sword. She kind of glances back at the others and says, I have to do what I think is right. As do you.
Manu seeing her draw her sword would definitely draw his out. But our fates are twined together.
And Chen brings up his shield and spear, and oh, I certainly could not leave you here to face this alone. And even if I did, it seems as though the world would end anyway. Better to face it now.
It is men like you. And she looks at both of them that make this place worth saving. And with that, she'll initiate the battle by charging forward.
Yeah, you run across the hall, and the guardian, you just hear him. Very well. I have my writ. I have my orders. My servants. Strike them down. And the mass of people turn, pull out cruel knives as they face you. Okay. So this is a bit not correct, but hold on. You guys can come up in this area if you want and just kind of set yourself where you want to be. Everybody's armed as they would like to be. That is fine. And go ahead and roll. Let me make sure that the counters are good. Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative.
Oops.
If I brought the right many.
Hmm.
Wow, nice reaction roll, Manu.
Yes.
And you're using leadership, I'm guessing. I think that's probably how yours is set up.
Yeah, I just rolled bad.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think that's
It says leadership, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. The man who's up first is Zhang Daiyu. You cannot go.
Yep.
Go ahead, Manu. What would you like to do? Oh, let me actually hold on. I didn't roll. Dragon Man. Still you.
As Daiyu starts charging and Manu gets in full sprint, ready to do battle, and he'll try to make a hole in the middle for Daiyu to go through. So you move 2 hexes.
Okay. Move 2. That's good. So the creature up here is just he walks 3 hexes right here. He doesn't seem to be in a big hurry to get down there. He has 2 swords in each hand. He's spinning them around. Yeah, now it's Daiyu's turn.
Okay. She is... Is there some sort of combat maneuver to get past people, or do you just have to cut them up first?
You could maneuver them. So there would be like... oops, what the heck? What is that one called? What's that move? There's a strafe, but that's not.
Some sort of tumbling roll.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Offensive maneuver. While you're engaged with them, you can move them. So here, I'll paste it in. I gotta change this music too. But you have to be engaged with them to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If the attacker successfully hits the defender. Okay.
Yeah, so you basically just attack them, they get hit, and then you move them at the same time. But you take a hardship to your attack.
So I guess she's just moving.
Yep, so that's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Chen Feng, what would you like to do?
Ooh, that's a good fucking question.
These mobs, by the way.
Yeah, there's several of them in there. They're 2 rank though.
Shit. I guess we gotta walk in. I don't want to do a. Oh, will lunge give me negative defense, like a lunge attack? Because you move like one.
So the way you guys started out, I would be okay if you guys really wanted to charge. So you could actually charge if you wanted. I mean, you started in a hex where you probably wouldn't be able to charge, but typically you would be. I mean, you could start from wherever you wanted, so I don't care if you charge from here or not.
Sure, let's do
Now
that.
that gives you a negative to defense stuff.
I might just walk in.
That's
then.
fine.
We might just walk in and try to start banging this one out.
Mhm.
Yeah, Fang will walk in.
Alright, the servants of Wudong there, they just they turn towards you as you get closer, throwing their big paddles into the water or on the floor, and they just turn around with their knives and begin to attack. This one is going to attack Daiyu, the middle one. So, dagger. Oh crap. Dagger. 2 benefits. Additional mods, none. 15, that's going to miss automatically, yep.
Yep. He slashes at her and it passes through her.
Yeah, and the one facing Manu is going to do the same thing. Actually, he's going to do a reckless attack. So, yeah. So let me see, because it's probably going to be a converted situation here. So he has 3 decks, 1, so he can take 2 benefits. So, okay, so he's going to get a... Alright, so he's doing a reckless attack, so he gets 3 benefits from that. So 1's left over, and then so it's going to be a 3 left over, so it's going to get extra kept dice and a +3.
Okay.
I think, 2. Yeah, because he's 2, so 3, yeah. That's right. So this is actually going to be a 20, which...
I'll parry it.
Yep.
That gives me attack, right?
So it's actually a 23. Yeah, so go ahead and just roll your weapon thing against the 23. And you're parrying, so you're going to be up at 3. Oh, yes, just so has it look as you're able to parry it. You have a shield too, remember, which is better. But go ahead, you did parry it. How does it look as they stab out with a little knife?
So when Manu sees him bringing his little knife against him, he will kind of dodge and swing at the same time.
Yeah, you just knock it to the side. The last one attacks Chen Feng, and he's going to do a... normal standard attack on this one. 2 benefits. So no. Oh, 36.
It's always
I know it is. Like you have
Oh
the
my
worst
gosh.
luck.
That is such an amazing roll for them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have to try to defend it. What is so? Shield has defensive and shield 1. So what is the?
Yeah. So defensive 1 is 1 benefit, and then shield 1's a +1.
Okay. +1 and a benefit. All right. Let's try.
Yeah, that's a nice roll by them.
I meant to do Counter Strike. I'll save it for next time.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh my god. 26. So what's your what is your slashing on your left arm? So okay, so yeah, we're at 26 minus 3, 23. Plus 2, 25. What's your armor?
4, so 21.
Okay. Let me mark it down. It's a wound.
Starting off good.
Man.
Wound, left arm, slashing, 21. Alright. Yeah, they just like gang up on you, and one of them swings down and just cuts you across the left arm, right kind of at the crook of your elbow. They mindlessly just turn into you and start swinging. And it is... It's Daiyu's turn now.
Alright. I want to try to act before non-Z does. So I'm going to try this offensive maneuver, this, what's it called?
Offensive maneuver, I think.
That's just what it's called. Okay, so she's going to attack the one of the guys standing here and try to push him off the bridge.
Yep.
So she takes a hardship.
Yep. They can't parry because they have daggers.
Oh, even with the hardship, not too bad. So if that hits,
They'll roll dodge,
Yeah.
but let's see.
they'll have to roll perception against 14.
Nope, they go flying backwards. Well, you kill one of them. So you stab. How does it look like as you kill a couple of them and knock the rest kind of back into the water?
Yeah, she charges forward, and as Manu's getting ready to engage them, she has her sword out, and she stabs. She uses it more like a lance and shoves it through one into another, and keeps moving forward, pushing both of them over the edge. I don't know if they scream. I think these guys are probably drinking the Kool-Aid, so perhaps they just fall silently.
What's Manu? What are you gonna do?
Manu's going to aggressively attack the mob that aggressively attacked him.
Yeah. They recklessly attacked you, so they have some negatives. So you are going to get 3 benefits to your attack. Let's see. When you put in your benefits, please only put in 1, and then you're going to get an extra kept dice.
Gotcha.
Because remember, you cannot keep more, or you cannot roll more dice than double your attribute. So that's
So I get...
1 benefit, and then you're going to keep an extra die when it rolls.
Gotcha.
And that'll put you up to 7. That's a 37 plus a 6, so 43. That's going to kill one of them. They don't even bother dodging. Just has the look as you probably cut one of them's heads off.
Yeah, he does a big swing with the scimitar and sees the head rolling off and then looks back at the other one and he's smiling. He doesn't say much.
Okay. The creature behind you, he just yells out, "My servants, rise against these fools! Kill them all! Kill them all!" And he's going to cast a spell. I'm going to do 2 targets. This will create a new mob. And he'll do it to 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be a level 4, I think. Oops. Mind control. I'm going to do target one of these guys. Pull back 0. Targeted, yes. Yep. That's weird though. Did it do it? It did it. Maybe I did select it. Okay. So yeah, what happens is 2 more of these guys kind of join the fight as they're mind controlled, and they start coming over. Actually, I'm just going to use these guys because they're out of.
They're already
They're
there.
already out of the fight. So, and then I'll change their initiative. Wudong 2. They go absolute last, so they'll go at 8. Let's keep their initiative. Okay. So more just turn towards you with their knives. And it is Chen Feng's turn.
Oh, I mean, the last time I got into a long, drawn-out fight, I almost died. So I think I just have to try to kill these guys before they kill me. So I'm gonna pay my all-out attack on these 2.
Okay. So reckless attack. Let me see. I think. What's your spears?
Spears is 1, but I also have mastery.
Yeah, so you're already at 2. So go ahead and just put 1 benefit in there. And then you're going to have 3. So you're going to actually add a +3 to your roll and keep an extra die.
Okay, so keep an extra die, 3 benefits, and +3 modifier.
One benefit because you can't roll over double your attribute. So basically, you're gonna keep your mastery is gonna be worked in there, and then the 3 for reckless attack actually gives you a +3 for your attack, and we're gonna keep an extra die. That has to be done manually, unfortunately. But keeping an extra die, so. So a 20. Yeah, you've got your wound in there. So 20, that's good enough to kill one of them. For sure.
Yeah, so he, after being stabbed on the arm, he will bring the spear up and ram it through the chest of one of the servants, kicking him off it and turning to face the other one.
Yeah, he just hits into the water, and it's like this thick liquid, and it just kind of floats. And the ones next to you retaliate with an attack. He's just a simple minion now. Dagger. He is going to reckless attack. So I think, let's see. His dex is 3, he has 1, so he's going to get a +3 with 2 benefits. 21.
It's going against me, right?
What's that?
Oh, it's going against Shane.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I still have to try to defend it, unless I don't want to.
What's your base defense?
10.
10. So you would take a I would
take a wound.
Well, 10. So That's 11.
When I take
13
injury.
minus... It would be 9. It would be an injury, yeah.
I think I have. I think I probably have to. I think I have to try to defend it.
Okay, you do
Yeah.
take some negatives, right? Because so you're going to take a hardship, and your base defense is -5 because you reckless attacked last time.
So we'd probably. I think it would just be. I would take just a hard. Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
It's either a -5 versus your base defense or a hardship for your attack or your defense.
It can't get any worse because I don't think I'm going to get to the point where I'm taking a wound. So I think I just have to try it.
Okay. And then your shield to give you a benefit.
One benefit, -5, and then one hardship.
And no, don't put in a minus. Yeah, don't put a minus. That's just base defense, so don't put a -5 in there.
Oh.
Yeah. That would be just if you're like trying to game it and said, well, I'm not going to defend because I have this hardship, right? So.
Yeah.
Another 10. Yeah. So 11, 13 minus what you said. Yeah, it's going to be a injury. So he nicks you across the side, we'll say. Your injury. Okay.
That would be. I'm just making sure because small blades 21. He's using piercing or slashing. Piercing.
Whichever is best for you.
Okay. 21 slashing 3, and then my base defense is half or -5.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that, right? So it's just the attack is 21 minus shields of 10, so you have 11, and then add 2 for the slashing or piercing, whatever. So 13 minus whatever your armor is in that.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, it's an injury.
yeah, so it should be an injury. Okay, I set that for you, and it is whose turn now? It
I think
is.
non-Z's.
What's that?
Non-Z. Oh no, servants have moved
Yeah,
on.
they're gonna reckless attack Manu. This one is. So he's gonna keep an extra die. 29
We'll counterattack it.
against 29. Okay, take a hardship. Counterattack is 3. Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
What is counterattack?
You attack them as they attack you.
It's an opposed roll, essentially.
Mhm. So if he gets higher than a 29, he'll hit them instead of them hitting him.
34 is what I rolled.
Yep. So you do. So he goes to swing at you with his knife, and how do you kill him as he does?
As he's swinging his knife, Manu uses his reach, and he just kind of runs himself into Manu's sword as he thrusts it out. Manu kind of kick the body off the sword and focus on the two next to him.
Yep. Give me a sec. How does this work? Is like my search not working in this one? Find. Oh, I'm in defensive action still. I was like, why isn't this coming up? Let's forget exactly how this one works. Yep. This guy is going to use a interrupt action, and something's planned. So go ahead, Zhang Daiyu.
All right. So if I move here,
Yes,
this guy can choose an attack of
you
opportunity,
can.
right?
You can.
But if he takes it, then his AP is going to go up, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then same if I move
Yep.
here.
Might not take it.
We'll see. I think I'm going to risk it. I'm going to move both spots.
He does not take it. He's too locked into Chen Feng there. However, there is a delay from the Dragon Man, and he is going to do a 2-weapon attack against you with his 2 swords. And he actually has 4 arms, and he's ambidextrous, so he takes no penalty to 2-weapon attack. Alright. Yep, so he just basically attacks twice. First one. Combat action. Let me just look at him real quick. I want to make sure I'm not missing any of his abilities or anything. I don't think so. Oh, he had Keen. I guess I should have done that. Whatever. Okay. Cool. Oh, do you have you have Jade on you, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So he takes hardships to both attacks. The first one's a 58.
Ouch.
38 on 1 die. Head strike
Oh,
too.
my
Oh, and that's
gosh.
plus 4 actually, so it's a 62. These are magical swords.
Wow.
Okay, well, I am going to have to burn a fate.
Burn one, okay.
And, I guess roll dodge. Because I can't just add that to my base defense, right?
No, you can't. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah, it says it'd be a plus 20.
Right?
Okay.
So still a hit,
Still a hit.
but
Okay, so 62 minus a 46, that's it's 18. Let's see.
flashing,
Yeah,
right?
so 22, 27, because it's a head strike. What armor do you have on your head?
I don't have head armor.
Death roll. Add your wound level.
Combat menu.
Yep.
That was not right. Okay.
So that's
You have to roll.
Hmm?
You have to for a death roll. You have to roll above the.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, the wound
Yeah,
check.
you succeeded. So it's a 27 wound. So let me. So that's another one for you. Head slashing 20. It's a 27. Okay, he attacks again. Make sure you have a wound hardship. You do. Okay. Here it comes. Here comes another one. Whoops. Jean.
Now, does he take AP for each?
No,
attack?
because it was an interrupt. So interrupt is 5 AP, so it's the highest thing you could ever possibly do. So that's the spend of his APs, is the actual interrupt action.
I don't know. What was the interrupt?
So he last turn he did the interrupt action. The interrupt
Okay.
action lets him do anything he wants for 5 AP, which is the most you can spend. So
That last time he summoned people.
No. You came up on him. He summoned. Look at his AP is 11. Okay, the first thing he did was walk, 3 I think.
Mhm.
The next thing he did is summon, so that would be 6, and then he did a interrupt to 11, and so now he's you triggered the interrupt by coming in range of him.
Got it.
So,
Got it.
which is 2-weapon fighting for him. 2-weapon attack, I should say. 4 hardships done. 62.
Did you give him his hardships?
Oh, I did not give him a hardship. Let me roll the hardship there. 1d10. So, that would explode. So 11, so a 51.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any more fate, I don't think, to spend. Let's take a look. I think I only had the one. Yep, no fate. Well, this might be the end of me. Watch.
I would let other people, oh my goodness, burn fate for you to add 20 to it if they wanted to.
Burn away.
Want to burn one of yours?
I can throw some shit in there. I've got
I think it's still going to be a death roll. So,
I got a fate. I don't know, man.
That's 35 versus his 60, or I'm sorry, his 51.
To be 16. I mean, I don't know how many fate you're gonna
16
allow.
I would let you guys burn as many fate as you want.
I'll burn a fate.
Okay.
Daiyu is probably the best one to fight Dragon Man. So I don't fancy our chances if Daiyu dies.
So that would miss then. So somehow, some way, how does it look as you are able to avoid the second blade as it comes?
And the first blade comes down and hits her, leaving and on the head, just leaving this huge gash. She stumbles back just a little bit as the second blade's coming down, and it like there's a rush of wind, and it doesn't come from Daiyu. It's like the wind itself decided to intervene, and it deflects the sword just as it's coming down on her neck.
Okay. Were you 8 before, or do I need to add 2 AP to you for dodging twice?
I don't remember.
You attack. I
moved.
I think you're at 10.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay. And then it is Chen Feng.
Oh boy. Let's see if we can get through this guy before he kills me. So I will reckless again.
Okay. So give yourself 1 benefit, and then +3, and then keep an extra die. Or actually, I'm sorry, it's going to be just keep an extra die, I think. Oh, no, because you have... Yep, no, what I said the first time is correct, because you have Mastery.
16?
16 is enough to... Well, let's make sure. His base defense is what? 6. It's 10. Yep, that'll kill him. He does it.
Oh. Sheesh. Alright, yeah, so Feng squaring off with this last servant is able to stab him in the leg first and then through the head, and turns his attention to the Dragon Man next.
Mm-hmm. The servants are going to recklessly attack Manu. Dagger. 2 minutes for them, and then they're gonna get +3, and then they're gonna convert 1 kept dice. And so they got a 34.
We'll counter again. Pushing my luck with this counter.
Well, you didn't take your hardship. You take a hardship for that. So roll D10. Don't get more than a 4 on your D10. Yeah, you miss.
Fuck me.
You miss. They hit you. So you're at a 29. 29 versus 38. That's 9. 11. What's your? And it's on the. So it's 8. What's your armor on your leg versus slashing?
That is gonna be 3. Oh wait, yeah. 3.
Not enough to hurt you then. That puts you at 5 under your injury level. Yeah, you swing back and they cut underneath you and cut you across the leg, but it doesn't do anything, but it slows you down significantly. I added your AP. Daiyu, what would you like to do?
Okay. Does the jade add to my attack or to his or subtract? From
Subtracts from his rolls. Hardship to
Okay.
his rolls.
And when you do this offensive maneuver, you can move them 1 space in any direction, right?
Yep. If you're successful. You take a hardship to do it, though.
Okay.
Do you have? Let me look at something. You might have. You have the holy. Oh, you just the holy oil. Yeah, that's not him. So, okay.
Now, this is just water.
Yeah, it's
here?
like the. What's that? I'm just forgetting the term. Like blood, kind of like not congealed exactly, but it's like oil almost. The thickness of it.
Viscous.
That's it.
Good old viscous.
Viscous. Yeah, you could plop
So
him in there.
if he fell, he would just fall into this,
Yep.
right?
You don't know what that would actually do.
Does she think it would count as, like, is this a king of the mountain thing, or does she need to kill him? It doesn't matter. That's what she's going to try to do. She's going to try to throw him in there.
Sure.
I can't really take time to aim or he'll hit me again.
You don't want that.
No. Hardship.
18. He'll try to parry it.
With 2 hardships, right?
1. Why would he have 2?
I thought you said he took 2 hardships from the jade. Sorry.
Just 1. He
I
has
thought
sensitivity 1. So
Okay.
he'll take 1 hardship. 1 hardship. Yep, he buries it. Yeah, he knocks it aside. So you are at 4 to you. Add 1 to him. Chen Feng.
Okay. I don't really see a good way for me to get in there. If I can lunge. I was gonna go after the dragon man and try to help Daiyu out.
Yeah, lunge is just 1 space in attack, so you couldn't even get to him because your spear doesn't have reach or anything. I don't think.
I'll check. I don't think it does.
Spears typically do not, unless it's like a long spear.
I can throw it at him.
You could. Yeah, you definitely could.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Let's throw.
You
the
can't parry
spear.
it, at the very least. You can't parry that.
Yeah.
You could
I
aim.
can get the bow out after.
Yeah, you could aim too.
Ooh, I could.
At least 1 time. No, if you aim one time, he's gonna go.
Oh no, let's just fucking wing it then. Let's just fling that shit.
You're a spear master
I'll throw
too,
it.
so.
Yep.
That would be. I'm pretty sure. What's your strength? Strength is 2, so he's 3. It's gonna be medium range.
That's okay. We do it anyway.
So if you just want to roll your normal, just throw. Do you have a throw button? You might. You might not.
I don't think I have a throw button.
Okay, just roll throw then from your sheet.
Am I even good at throwing?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
Uh-oh.
You do not have throw.
I am not. I mean, that doesn't mean I wouldn't do it. I'm committed now. Fuck, let's see what happens. Probably nothing. Let's see anyway. So, yeah, we'll throw it.
Okay, give yourself 1 benefit for your
Mastery.
Mm. 9. Then the range dice. 2d10. Whoops, that's 2d20. That actually is a hit. 2. 5. It's not gonna hurt him though. Yeah, it's so 2 plus 3 is 5 minus 3. Yeah, it just hits him in the leg and kind of like bounces off and falls at his feet. Gives you a side eye a bit.
We tried. Yeah, he'll start going. He'll start going for his bow.
And it is his turn. He is actually going to maneuver. What does he want to do? Do I want to do mind control on someone? I know how fun that is. He's just going to actually. He's going to try to disarm Daiyu.
Oh, shit.
He's working for my dad. Who knows how dad's gonna react.
One hardship for him. So he's going to take 2 hardships on this roll. Oh, he misses.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, look at that roll. What a roll that was. 3, 5, 1,
Wow.
3. He had to keep a 1 even. Wow.
All thanks to me.
Yeah, right. He whiffs. So that is a 4. I think that's a 4. Is that a 4 action? Disarm. Oh, he actually missed. He should have taken 3 hardships on that roll. Okay, he missed anyway. So now you could do something like a counterattack if you wanted. I'll roll the other hardship so you know just how bad it was. 1d10. So he's at a -6.
So how does that work? I roll my attack with a hardship.
Yeah, you just
and-
roll your attack with a hardship and whatever wound hardships you have, and then you'll hit him for the difference if there is a difference. He's at -6 right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll definitely counterattack then. That seems like a good opportunity.
Yeah,
Yes.
He overextends himself.
tries to cut it out of your hand and make sure that that's actually that's a defensive action. So counterattack is 3. Yep. Add that to your. So it's a 24. 17. 24 plus 4, 28 versus his torso. And he has what armor there? -8. So 18 is the damage. That is enough to give him a wound. plus breach. It's
Immortal?
still
Oh, breach.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter, but
I mean, doesn't he take an? Don't I have the thing where you take an injury?
breach. It is mortal. Yep. So he'll take a wound and a injury. Yeah. So how does that look as he swings, gets overextended, and you take advantage of it?
Yeah. Zhang Daiyu has like a committed but fatalistic sort of look in her eye, and he's probably smirking a little bit as he casually reaches forward with the side of the blade that isn't the flat of the blade, basically, and tries to slap her wrist with it. And as he does, she lunges underneath his blow and strikes him right in the chest, getting a good bloody wound there.
Mm-hmm. What about a reckless attack, Manu? 'Cause that's what's happening. Dagger.
Always going reckless. Let's see what he gets.
Yep. So let's see. Benefit 2, and then he gets +3 and to keep an extra die. He gets a 36.
Good golly. I will parry. No, I will
Block.
block.
What's your shield? Is it defensive 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get 2
think so.
benefits. Let's see. What's your shield rank? Shield rank is 2. Yep, just put 2 benefits in there. And then what is your shield? It's probably shield 2 as well.
Yeah.
So 2 benefits plus 2. Against the 36. Yep, you block it. Up your AP. Yeah, so these guys just kind of swarm you, and you're able to keep them off of you with your odd foreign shield that you use. And then, Manu, you're finally up.
Will whirlwind attack.
Yeah.
See if I can put him to sleep now.
I think you gotta get a... Let's see.
So I get a total of 4 benefits, right? No, 2. Just the 1. Never mind. I was lying.
Yeah, you get the 1 from mastery, right? What other one do you get?
That's it. I think that's
So
it.
just put a benefit in there.
Yeah.
Uh, 28. Not a great roll. They're going to try to dodge.
And they get that hardship from or whatever from doing the.
Yes,
Right.
they do. Yes, they do. Thank you for reminding me. 5. That's
I'll remind you this
yeah.
time.
That's gonna kill them both. How does it look as you cut through them?
So he sees them. They're both standing in front of him, and as he swings at the one that hit him, he continues through and does his upswing on the other.
Chen Feng.
I think I'm spending my turn drawing my shield and getting my bow out.
Yep, that's 2. And this, do you have acrobatics at all?
If I do, I'm not any good at it.
You could
yeah,
try a
shield.
interact quickly, I guess.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
probably drop my shit.
Yep.
I have nothing in
Yeah,
acrobatics.
okay.
So.
So that was
Yeah.
2 AP, and you get your bow out, and then it's its turn. Then it'll be your turn. It seems pretty perturbed that it's being cut like that. It's going to. Shit. Let me see something here.
Get out of here with your ruler.
Okay, so that would be 3. Yeah, it's gonna do more mind control on the minions. No. No. It's gonna attack you. 2-weapon fighting. It's mad.
Here we go again.
And don't forget the
Yep.
Jade.
Yep. 1 hardship to his attack. The wound is already built in. Here's his first attack. Benefit none. Additional mods 4. Hardships 1. 39.
All right. I'm gonna go for the dodge.
Okay, raising your AP by 1.
What about another favor?
You dodge that one. Right by your
I
head.
said nothing.
It then it comes around and swings again. No benefits. 4 additional mods. 1 hardship. Oh, I put 2 hardships. So that is actually a 15.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let that one go.
Yeah. So he's and you just like how do you dodge out of the way of this crazy thing?
The first attack is a little desperate, but it's deadly. And as he swings it at her, she almost bends over, backward like limbo style as the blade barely, passes past her face, and then she springs back up as he strikes with the other one, but this time her heritage saves her as it kind of passes through her body without harm.
Chen Feng, you have some AP to play with.
Yeah, I do. Well, shit. I guess.
You could aim 4 times, honestly, if you wanted to.
I mean,
But
I might
but
as
they
well.
are engaged, so here's how that works, right? So since they're engaged, you can take a hardship if you want. That way you won't hit her. If you miss and they're engaged, you will hit her if you do not take a hardship on your shot.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna take the hardship, but I guess I'm gonna aim 4 times. I'm probably not hitting him if I don't.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we'll give it the best odds. I mean, probably not hitting him, but we'll give it the best odds we can. So yeah, I'll aim 4 times. Take the hardship when it comes back.
I'll just go ahead and let I'll go ahead and let you just shoot. So go ahead and let's see what your bow is. What's your skill?
I mean, Daiyu and Manu might just kill him, right? Or Daiyu might just kill
Possible. So you give yourself 1 benefit, and then you would have 3 left over. So you're gonna have a +3. So 1 benefit and +3, and you're gonna keep an extra die. Then when it asks you for a hardship, take the hardship too. So a lot going on with that roll.
Woo.
1 benefit, +3, 1 hardship. That's what you have to stick in there.
What do you call that for range?
That is, I believe that's going to be close for you. What's the It's 3. What's your bow? What's the range on it? Is it 8?
Right now.
I'm guessing.
It's 6.
Medium range then.
Medium. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Did that go right?
Okay, so you get to keep a 6, so that's -15. Yeah, that's right. I'm pretty sure because he's got a wound, and then the range dice are the -4. What is the -4? What is that one?
I have an injury.
Okay, so that's part of it. Well, that's the -3. Then -4. What is that one from? That's probably the hardship that you put in. then the wound hardship, and then the range dice, and then its base defense. Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh man.
But you would also it was -15. Okay. Yep, that's a miss. All right. Who's next? Manu.
So what are my options for engaging this guy?
You got to go into
So
the stream. There's no other way.
I was told never to cross the stream.
Well, that's a personal problem.
Oh, bloody hell. Is that an actual bridge, John, or is that solid
Where?
ground? That they're
Yeah, they're a
standing on?
bridge. It's a bridge. Yep.
Hmm. I mean,
Put the bridge down.
that's what I was thinking. I could cut the one and you can maneuver out and...
I would probably, if you cut the bridge down, I'd give them both acrobatics rolls to jump, like reactively.
But then we won't be able to engage him at all.
I mean, do we think that's even gonna do anything to him? I mean, only I guess.
What it would do is let us
You know.
shoot at him because he's got freaking swords.
My thinking is so far minions have went in there and never came out, so... it means I shouldn't just go wading through it. That's my thinking. Is it bubbling like it's hot? Is that like
No,
it's
you don't.
bubbling,
You
right?
don't get any sense of heat from it.
Oh fuck. Maybe I guess he will. I think if he falls into the thing and doesn't die, then Manu might be more apt to jump in after him. So he might go cut the bridge, the one side, or whatever.
Yeah, you could do a lunge attack against
Alright.
the bridge, and I would let it. You cut it down automatically. I would just cut it down automatically. Cut it through.
Okay,
That'd be 4 AP to do that. Is that what you're doing?
yeah, he's gonna, cause I'm scared to walk through the orange.
Okay,
town.
so you move right
So-
there. So
Okay.
Daiyu, Manu comes up behind you and just cuts down this bridge, cuts the foundation from it, and it begins to just bow towards your side, and you're heading down towards the stuff, the watery stuff. Would you give me an acrobatics roll versus challenging to jump away? Unless you want to just go down, that's fine.
No, she doesn't. She's worried about what that's gonna do.
I mean, would it be a way for Manu to reach out?
Well, I'm gonna have to refresh my screen. Hold on.
No, Manu.
Okay, here we go. So we're gonna do acrobatics. Yay!
Oh yeah, you jump out of the way.
Pretty good.
It's going to also try to jump out of the way. I'm going to say these are dodges, so I'm going to increase your AP by 1 to do this. Do the same with him. He's going to try to dodge out of the way, whatever you would call that. So let's see. Does he have acrobatics? That's the question.
Do dragon men with 4 appendages need acrobatics?
He does barely have it, but he fails. So, Daiyu, I don't know. Describe how you flip out of the way as this bridge is.
Yeah, she feels it. She glances over her shoulder at Manu, sees the bridge starting to fall, and she does a quick backflip and probably kind of just tumbles back into basically the same square with Manu. Heck, he might catch her. And she watches Nanzi fall.
Yeah, the Guardian falls. He does very not, he's right in the middle, so it's very not gracious, ingracious. And he tries to jump backwards, but trips, and his back hits this water, this yellow water, this viscous water. And you see it just kind of bubble up over his mouth, and it goes in there, and he's... and he rights himself and stands up. It's not deep, but he looks at you and he has this glazed look in his eyes, and he just is staring at you.
Daiyu looks at Manu and Chen Feng, and then she glances back at him and she says, "Close the bridge."
He says, "I am unable to close the bridge. I have not that power."
Who has the power to close the bridge?
Only one has the ultimate power to close the bridge. It is Feng Bo.
Daiyu's expression hardens, and she looks forward, almost as if she's looking for some sort of secret lever, but she knows it's not like that. She turns around and looks at the others and says, "We have to find my father."
I am willing to help you find him. I can find him as the Guardian. I know where all things rest outside of Wudang that are Wudang spirits.
Feng Bo is outside of Wudang?
Yes,
Where is he?
he looks to you and says, "I will need to consult my oracles." And he climbs out of this thing, gets up here, and goes over to this jewel and stares at it for quite a while. And he returns. And he says, "He is in the village of Jaigu currently."
Do you know where this is? She looks at Manu and Chen Feng.
Yeah, it's the village you guys have been to, right? Many times, where the magistrate is.
Where the magistrate is?
I
Okay.
get that. You don't. She probably has no idea what it's called, but yeah.
She's like, it's the place.
Yeah.
The place with the houses and the people.
Yes, where the magistrate is.
Wait. Feng Bo is... Is Feng Bo wearing a human skin?
Of course. He is as you are.
Yes. But is he wearing someone else's skin?
He shakes his head.
Oh, good. I suppose we must go back to the village.
Manu,
I don't know. Perhaps my father can be reasoned with.
Manu staring at the dragon guy. Perhaps he could come with us.
I am unable to leave this place. If I leave, I will disappear back into my spirit form, into Wudang.
I don't like leaving him here when we know the rebels will come again.
He seems to be very helpful and says, "I may go back to Wudang and leave this place deserted for you, masters."
Yes. If there is a way to destroy this place, then do it, so that these waters cannot be used by anyone here.
Yes, I can do that. And it will release those that have already been affected. And he pulls something out of his is like a little vial off his belt, and he goes over to the water and just drops it in. It's only one little drop, and when it hits, like this, it's like spreads out, kind of like a ripple. All this viscous water turns into just normal water, slowly but surely, and it spreads out underneath the bridge, the fallen bridge. Everything changes.
Thank you, Long Nanzi. Yes, I bid you to go back to Wudan. Hide yourself so that you may not be used easily again.
He says, "Yes, I will go. The effects are wearing off on me as well." And he looks down and he just walks kind of back here, and this almost like a mist forms around him, and then he disappears, leaving you here with the cool blue waters around you.
Yeah.
Daiyu kind of almost collapses, to the ground, her just sitting down, and her sword sort of clangs on the stone next to her. She wraps her hands around her knees and shakes her head back and forth. I don't understand why my father is doing this. I do not know why he would send me here and send me to protect Bang Day, and then this.
Mano, looking at you. There's only one way to find out. But first we need to take a look at you.
She reaches a hand up to her head and pulls back and looks at the blood. I think I will make a very poor mortal. I do not like this getting hurt.
This is not good.
How do you get used to it, Chen Feng? She says, looking at him.
Well, I just try to think of the better times when I am not fighting against half-dragon men, and that helps me get through it.
Oh, I see. Perhaps you can tell me how to have better times then. I cannot even think what that would be. Times when I am not using my sword.
Well, and he retrieves his spear from the water, and he walks back. He looks to Daiyu, and after we sort out all this business with your father, if you are stuck here, then we will have to show you around. Show you things that can be enjoyed in the mortal realm.
Oh, it is good to know that there are things. And she smiles like she's making a joke. Perhaps when one is not chasing the monster spirits and the demons, those things will be easier to see.
You talk about a future that is unwritten as you head out of this temple. As you walk a ways, Switch this over. When you walk away from the pagoda, you head down into the out of the hills there, and after a while, you look back and you see there's kind of a mist that rises up off the ground and kind of disappears eventually, and you see that this temple is now gone. Daiyu, you get this sense that there's a shift in what is happening now, and that the bridge can be closed as the Guardian has faded away. And you head back into the province, thinking about what your next moves are to find Feng Bo, if he is still in the village or not. And that's where we'll stop it for tonight.
That was pretty good.
Made
That
it.
was tough. Like that was well balanced, I thought.
Yeah, he's just... Yeah. I didn't want to mind control you all, so I figured a different way to use it.